part of this show, Briar?
It's an honor and a privilege. It's an honor and a privilege to be a producer on Briarpatch, to be the lead on Briarpatch. It is a really smart, weird, wild, entertaining, stylish, incredible show. It's a murder mystery. I love solving puzzles. It's compelling. You just can't stop watching it. I feel for people who are going to watch it and then have to wait a week for the next episode, the next one, because it's a kind of show you want to binge.
But the good thing is it comes down pretty quickly.
It does. It's just
happens.
solid 10 episodes,
Yeah.
and so you know that going in, and I just think it's wild. I mean, there's actual wild animals running around in it. It really has a wild aspect that's very unpredictable and unusual, and I think we're starved for some of that kind of content.
I mean, talk about these exotic animals. I mean, how was it working with somebody? You know how they say, don't work with children or animals. Girl.
I know, and I work with children and animals a lot, and I'm always glad that I do. It's meeting challenges is something I'm always excited to do for a living.
If you could describe Allegra in a few words.
Allegra is sharp. She's in all areas of her life. She's cold and she can be quite severe, but she's a complex human being who starts to even learn to appreciate that better for herself. And I think it was a good journey to go down, especially at the timing for myself. As we were shooting this, and as cynical as this character was and cut off from her family, doesn't have any really friends, she just really doesn't have love in her life. I'm going back every other weekend for my dad's chemo treatments. You know, it's like I had this juxtaposition every day of playing this really severe character and then being really vulnerable. And it just sort of expressed to me just how, but both things are strong. And both things are necessary, and it was just really profound. And it was great to be able to go on that journey with her and inject some of that into the story.
Now, you returned home to Texas, a border town, to investigate your car bombing of your sister's death. What political or cultural themes do you explore? Do you touch on immigration, all that stuff?
Yeah, you know, the show is actually based off of a book by Ross Thomas called Briarpatch, and it's shot, it takes place in New Mexico, which is actually where we filmed it. And Andy is a huge fan of all of Ross's books and really felt that this could be adapted, but he wanted to modernize it and take it to another place. So rather than Benjamin Dill, he made her Allegra Dill, and he wanted to be a border town, and he wanted to bring a lot of the politics and the issues and the clashes of culture and ideas and politics all together. And I think it was just really, really smart. We need that many layers. People are watching TED Talks, they're listening to podcasts, like we're a savvier audience than we've ever been, and this story definitely doesn't compromise on that.
In regards to politics, you had a young little girl, Macy, at the last debate who put you on blast.
Yes,
on live
that's
television.
true.
Oh, I wanted to know, how are things going? She told you, it's up. You kind of left it up to him. Negotiated. Where are we at with that?
We're still very much in love, and I'm looking forward to being able to spend a lot more time with him. There's a really good moment that we're in right now with my dad's care. He's post-surgery now, and he's gaining weight, and he's starting to be more active. And so I've been really, between work and him and my daughter, it's really taken up a lot of my heart and mind.
Right.
And so we're really good champions for each other and support for each other, and that's been really important this whole time. But I'm looking forward to just having time together, and that's, I think, what this year is going to give us. So, however which way that looks.